Well, the Steam Summer Sale is coming to a close, and there are only 24 hours left before the monster game is over. In the past, or let's say in the past 24 hours, this video is a little late. There haven't been a whole lot of changes, but we discovered that 100 million is the highest level you can obtain in the Steam monster game. Also, there is a new badge for said level. It consists of a wormhole. You can see it right here. Yeah. So it's quite a bit different from the other badges. It's really the only unique one. All the other badges have monsters on it. This one has the wormhole strategy. So, you may have noticed more drama around W. Chill, the writer of the most popular script for the Steam Summer game. Apparently, he was sort of getting in. He was having other players report players in the games who were not using a script and who were using nukes and stuff on the bosses. Now, this only happened to players who were actually that they're tracking that moved from room to room just to do this stuff. There were people, let's say innocent people, who had no knowledge of what was going on, but they were contacted and asked to just stop, and most of them complied because, hey, they were getting a free ride. But those that were purposely there just to nuke bosses and stuff, that was the whole reason this script change was made. A lot of people got angry about it because it looked like a witch hunt, so they sort of put up a smear piece on W. Chill, and then when W. Chill addressed their concerns, they proceeded to nuke him into oblivion, his response into oblivion, so even people who were interested in hearing both sides of the discussion couldn't. At least not without a considerable amount of searching through all the wrong think replies that are hidden due to the Reddit voting system. In other news, 3 Valve employees were caught in a monster game lobby of 46100, most likely using scripts. This is basically a group that rode all the way to 100 million, and you basically have, I'll include this link below so you can check it out for yourself. Their Steam IDs were caught in the rooms, and it turns out one of them is Drunken Fool, who is a rather popular Valve employee on the Steam Reddit sub. So this just sort of plays into the whole notion that Valve is not exactly opposed to this scripting that's going on, which I think is interesting because there are a lot of people who seem to be really angry that others were scripting, like they were cheating, and yet Valve is perfectly fine with it. As I just mentioned before, the game does cap at 100 million, but here is the post for it, so if you want to check out some of that footage, there's a video, and apparently Drunken Fool again, you can see his badge, which has the wormhole picture. Finally, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but the monster game will end within the next 26 hours. So you have one more race to get in if you're interested in trying to hit that 100 million mark and getting the wormhole badge. According to the Steam minigame page, it says the Monster Summer Game will be available to play until June 20th at 10 a.m. PDT. Now, I know some people do take this game too seriously, and I've seen in Twitch chat those offering to pay to get for someone to get them into a winning room. So far, I think about 4 rooms have hit the 100 million mark, which is around 6,000 people who now have that badge. Last but not least, a recent change today brought on the Wormhole Gaben, or Praise Gold Helm it's called. It was a new skin that was introduced by the developers, and basically what you have is Gabe in front of a wormhole wearing the gold helm. This is third party, this is not something that Valve did, so it's not official, but it's kind of funny, and I kind of like the aesthetic. It looks nice. Those guys there, that was photoshopped in, if you're looking at that and you see that. So currently, where I am right now, I'm in, well, it's 25 million. So I will not be hitting 100 million today, and a lot of other people won't be either. But I could have got a little higher. I was in a room that when it first opened, and I dropped out last night in hopes that the new room starting up would get further along, so I'd have more points to spend on badges and stuff next, or well, what would be this upcoming race. But it turns out that group bit the dust fairly quickly, so I had to settle for a lower group. I rejoined back. So here I am. We're going to be making a 53,000 jump, level jump. That's why you don't see this boss being killed, because people are playing wormholes. So anyway, I think that pretty much covers everything. All the different changes. There were no ability upgrades. We're still at tier 10. I know in the past days, I've covered the past 3 days, Valve has introduced new tiers, but 10 seems to be the limit, and apparently they're not going to be any more. So, yep, that pretty much covers everything. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, when I'll most likely be doing a summary of what happened in this Steam Monster game. Until that time, farewell.